my last drinking session where I drink like an absolute fish. I went down the beach last night and I woke up this morning, I had sand all over me. Yeah. And a fucking lizard. I brought a lizard home with me last night. I literally brought a lizard back with me. He was my little friend. I've let him go this morning. I've let him go and live his life. Wherever he chooses to go and live his life. So I've just let him go and do that this morning. But yeah, I brought a lizard back with me, man. You know, a little lizard friend. He's only a little tiny thing, worry about.
Yeah, and off at the beach.
I'm getting paid by Craig. I'm stupid. I don't do anything with Craig. I don't even want to talk about him, so you think I'm getting paid by Craig? The fuck? No, daft. What you asked me that for? Weird question. When JDP getting strikes off Craig? I don't know what that means, mate. That's between Craig and JDP. I don't strike JDP, obviously. So, I mean, I never would I? Because you've watched Craig live. So why would you think I'm getting paid by Craig? Because you've watched Craig's live. I don't even talk to Craig at all. I don't talk to him outside of YouTube. I don't talk to him at all. So, no. Mr. Dosser's different. But you've known for a long time that I'm good with Mr. Dosser and Mrs. Dosser. You've all known that for a long time. And you've been watching me for a long time is known anyway. Because I've said it many, many times. Have I not? Have I not said that many, many times? Mr. and Mrs. Dosser are different. But just because they've been on Craig's channel, right? I would never go on Craig's channel. I would never get paid by Craig. Are you mad? That's their business. It's not my business. But Mr. and Mrs. Dosser, I'm good with them. But everybody's known that for ages. I've been good with Mr. and Mrs. Dosser for fucking ages. No. For one, anybody who knows me, what about? I'm not computer savvy, you know. I'm shit. Otherwise my editing would be better. It wouldn't be so just normal, right? I'm not very good with computers. I don't really know how to do all this stuff. Plus, I do know that I need my laptop to do it. I haven't got my laptop with me. I haven't got the stuff here that I need to be able to do it. And JDP getting struck is because he's in a battle with Edge. I'm not necessarily in a battle with anybody, am I? Do you get what I mean? Because you can't strike me. I would imagine there's loads of people that would love to, but you've got to have someone to strike before. So, obviously, if I was at home, the rules are with me when it comes to streaming is, well, one, don't think I watch these channels. I have not got a clue what Craig's doing on his channel, what lives of mine he's streaming. I know he's streaming them, but I don't know which ones. I haven't got a clue. I don't watch them. You're going to need to get that into your heads, mate. I don't watch the dark side. At all. Literally now, the only two people that I watch occasionally from the dark side, yeah, is like JDP, Chris Murphy. I only watch them occasionally. I don't watch the dark side like you lot. That's the difference for me. So I don't know when somebody's streaming me or when somebody's actually re-streaming my live, or I only know when you guys come in and tell me. And I'm not out there going onto channels every day trying to strike people. I don't really like striking. Everybody knows that. I don't like to do it. I never have. Because it's not what I'm just not like that. There are rules, obviously. If I catch you restreaming, say, this live, as is, like this, and I'm at home, and I see it, and I've got access to my laptop, I will probably be copyright striking you. But I'm only going to copyright strike you if you are blatantly fucking, you know, copyrighting me. Yeah, if you say anything fucking really bad about my family or whatever, all I'm going to do is fucking do you for harassment and bullying, that's it. I'm not going to go down like mega channels I'm not like that. I haven't got time, for one. I do too much content, and I wouldn't even know half of the shit that these people say unless you lot told me. I just wouldn't even know. How the fuck am I going to know what people are saying about me when I don't even watch them? The only time I know anybody said anything about me, negative or whatever, is when you lot tell me. I learned a long time ago, mate. You don't watch the dark side if you want to be chill. Especially as a creator. With so many people making videos on me. If I sat there and I watched all the people with their negative, horrible opinions of me and all the channels that fucking clip me and that, I'd be pissed off every day, man. Doesn't matter how resilient you are, I'm only human. So if I actually watched this shit, it pissed me off, right? I learned a long time ago, don't watch. Let them have their opinions don't matter to you, Danny, you just do what you're doing. And it's working out very well for me. This is why I don't get stressed. This is, I don't know what they're saying. This is why I don't go back at them all the time, because I don't feel I need to, because I'm not seeing what they're saying. I don't care. I know that's really mad to hear. I just don't care. They're immaterial to me. You've got to understand, like, Edge, JDP, fucking all of them really, everybody, yeah? They do certain content. Their content is totally different to mine. Everybody on the dark side, apart from me, does one type of content, and that is slagging everybody else off in one way, shape or form. Right, that's basically what it is, that's the content, right? Slagging everybody off. In this person, and this person, and this person, and back to this person. That's the content. I don't do that content. I don't sit here slagging people off every day. I don't need to. I've got better things I can do on camera for you all. I take you out and get fucking smashed there on a beach and in bars in a fucking foreign country. You know what I mean? Yes, Dancity.
Oh, God.
Good morning, Lorraine. Happy New Year to you as well. Can I buy A&J Memorials? No. I'm good, Night Strider, are you? I know, Ruth, but some people are daft, so I shouldn't really need to explain anything to them, really, should I? Well, sometimes I will, but some people are daft. With me, you can't really, how can you strike me? What are you going to strike me with? There's nothing to, you can't strike me. I know, Dan City. I know it is. I will end up coming to Thailand at some point, bro. Without Tony G. Jake, I'm going to tell you something now, bro. Yeah? Let me explain something to you now, bro. Who I have in my life is up to me. Who I associate with is up to me. Right? And I told you ages ago, you know this anyway, you know this, that I speak to Mr. Dosser. You know this, bro. I've been sound of him for a long time before he come to my house. I think we was fucking sound for about 5 months before he come to my house. And he didn't come like unannounced. I knew he was coming. I told him to come. I'd make him a cup of tea. And give him a chance to explain some things face to face to me. And that's what he did. Took a lot of balls. Trust me, a lot of balls. Yeah? Because once I shut the door, anything, I could have done anything. I didn't though, because I'm a gentleman. And I'd already been sound of him for months. And months. And months. I'm not a cunt. I'm not an evil bastard. Once I'm sound of you, I'm fucking sound with you. Unless you break that trust. Unless you fuck me over in some way. But unless you fuck me over in some way, if you're having an argument with somebody I know, that's none of my fucking business. That's who I am. And you know that. I've had the same conversation about you with Mr. D. You've gone at him bare, right? And I've said the same fucking thing to him as what I'm saying to you. Don't get me in the middle of your shit. Don't get me in the middle. That's between you and him. If you don't like him, that's you, right? If he doesn't like you, that's you, right? It's not me. It's not me. It's like this stuff, JDP, that you've chose to take Craig on in the way that you've chose to take Craig on. Yeah? Because he pissed you off about your own missus, right? Well, I'm going to tell you something now. Don't think that means that I owe you anything. Because did I ask you to, bro? Have I asked you to come on and... Because basically, you know, it's been ideal for you, kid. It's been ideal for you, hasn't it? Because you've come on, you've got to say, yeah, this is bad against Danny and this is bad against Tony, and it is. Do you know what I mean? But then you've got to use that to your advantage, right? And it's all worked out good for you, hasn't it? With your views. The stuff that's happening with you with Creepy, right, has got nothing to do with me. I don't like that cunt. I never will. And I mean never. It's not possible. I don't like him. I never will like him. But I have not got to back you in a fight with him, bro. Because whenever ever asked you to back me in anything, I've never asked you to do that, have I? You've chose to do that. You've chose to do that, bro. It's like people are coming here this morning and they're like, I find it very weird how JDP's getting struck and you're not. Well, JDP, we both know why you got struck. Because he sent you something which you didn't know was from him. It's not your fault. He's just a proper fucking cunt, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He proper done you over like a fucking kipper. Not that it's your fault. Not that you should have saw it coming. You shouldn't have, because he just done you so well, bro. He done you like a kipper there. Do you know what I mean? But it's all down to them tunes, and it's all down to that song. It's nothing to do with me. Why am I not getting struck? Because what are you going to strike me for? I'm on holiday doing holiday footage. What are you going to strike me for? I presume people are trying. Do you know what I mean? But you can't. You've got to actually have a reason. Do you get what I mean? I've had this all morning. And, you know, like, you having any problem with me, with who I associate with, well, that should not be your problem. Put it that way. That should not be your problem, should it? Shouldn't even have an opinion on it. If I choose to be signed with somebody because they've apologised to me in a way that nobody else ever has on social media, I know when somebody's sincere. I know. I'm not fucking stupid, bro. You don't know the conversations that me and Mr. D and Mrs. D have had. And you don't know well, they have gone to some lengths, but, which they didn't really need to, but they have. Do you know what I mean, right? To sort it out. And since they agreed to never mention me or Tony in it, well, it was, you know, it was primarily, I said to Mr. D, I says, listen, carry on doing your channel, bro. I says, carry on clipping me and having a laugh. I would prefer it, though, since we sound now, if he was respectful towards me, and just never, ever mention my wife or my children in a disrespectful way again. That's what the deal was. He's never, ever, ever, since that fucking day, mentioned my missus or my kids in a negative light, mate. Not fucking once. So he stuck to his word. That's all I asked. And now we are good. Move on. All right, Reese, how you doing? Good morning, little Hazy. I'm good, BX, how are you? Ricky, they haven't actually. They did it the way they were supposed to be done, to me. I don't care about them. They don't have to come on and, you know, put it all over the internet and that. They don't need to do that. That's not what I'm like. I'm not demanding like that, bro. You know what I mean? They're their own people. They did it to the person that mattered. They apologised to me, and they meant it, and they stuck to it.
They did apologise online as well.
Did they apologise online?
Well,
Did they apologise?
They
online?
apologised online
Tony
as
says
well.
they have apologised online before.
first.
Like they have apologised.
Yes, they did online.
I just don't watch the dark side, but Tony does watch some more of it than me. Yeah, so she'll know. So, I mean, because she did used to watch their channel when
They
they was,
definitely apologised online.
there you go. They definitely apologised online, bro. You just didn't see it. All right, little Hazy. Am I rough? No, I'm fine. I'm fine, bro. No, I didn't go down Las Americas. I did come back with a fucking lizard. Oh, resin it was. Yeah, with me, bro, I don't get involved in nobody's shit. I don't ask nobody for fuck all. Whatever Mr. and Mrs. D have given to me, I haven't asked them for it. They'll tell you that themselves. I haven't asked them for fuck all. But they've done it out, you know, off their own back, without nobody asking them for anything. I don't ask nobody for nothing, do I? Ever. I just don't. I don't ask anybody to fight my corner. I don't ask anybody to fight my battles. So I mean, if somebody does say something nice about me or somebody does fight my corner, I'll say, cheers, mate. Same as I'll say thank you. If somebody gives me something, I'll say thank you. But I've not asked for it. I never asked for anything. I'm a one-man dude, man. I do my own shit. I don't get involved in other people's shit. Yes, running. Well, now that we're friends, if somebody who I'm friends with wants to send me something, I'll take it. I haven't asked for it. It's just that they want to give it, don't they? Yes, Blunt. I'm in Tenerife, bud. Bro, there was lots of... Listen, what you've got to understand, you know JDP? I am the main focus of how he's earning money. Do I hate JDP? I don't hate anybody for earning money off clipping me, bro. I just don't like people creating false narratives, being nasty about my family, or clipping me as is, you know, like this, not even in the screen or not even adding anything to it. That might get you copyrighted, but I'm home. I've got access to my laptop. But other than that, I'm here to be clipped, bro. I'm a fucking creator. Whether I like the person who's clipping me and earning money, and then another one's clipping me and earning money, and I like them, but I don't like them, makes no difference. I'm not the fucking content police, you know? And I'm really not that bothered about somebody earning money off clipping me. That's not what bothers me. The only thing that bothers me is false narratives and nastiness towards my fucking family. That pisses me off. Nothing I can really do about it, because you ain't never going to get your hands on any of these fuckers. It's not like that. It's just not like that. So, it's one of them ones, mate. Yes, Redstone, man. Oh, I was pissed, yeah, but I'm alright, bro. Yes, Jay, mate. No, I'm not fine with Craig. I'll never be friends with Craig, mate. Are you mad? Me and Craig will never, ever be okay. But it doesn't mean I'm going to sit here all day and fucking just get mad about him and scream and shout about him and blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not alright with Craig. I'll never be alright with Craig. That's what, there's a couple of people on YouTube that I'll never be okay with. But I don't need to sit here going rah, 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 rah every day. For one, that's not what I do. And for two, I've got better things to do. I invited him into my house, mate. There's a difference. I invited the cunt into my house. Well, I call that, I didn't, well, that's just a term of phrase. But yeah, I invited him into my house, mate. I opened the door and says, come in. I made him a cup of tea. I'm a nice guy, man. Listen, you might have problems, right, with me having Mr. D in my house. My fucking house. My life. My choice. I'm not a bully. I'm not a nasty cunt. I prefer just to be nice to people. There's certain people that will never get their hand extended. Certain people. But do you know something, JDP? Do you know where all that came from? Searching my children's profiles and all that. Husky. She's in your chat, mate. That woman wanted to get my wife drunk and stick cucumbers and all sorts in her, bruv. She's your main donator. Do I ever say anything to you? Do I say, how dare you have her in your chat? How dare you associate with her? Considering she's the one that trawled through all my fucking kids' fucking profiles, bruv. And then gave the information to Mr. and Mrs. D. False information. Bullshit information. I've already had Husky about this. When she was in my life and she was not expecting it, mate. I come in, I went, what? What, your husband's going to take me to the gym and drop a bar, mate? You know the perfect way to poison me? You're going to get my missus pissed and stick cucumbers and shit up her? And that was it, bro. She knew. That was from her, JDP. She's in your chat. She's your main donator. Have I had a problem with you over that? No. I've warned you about her, but I haven't had a problem with you over it, bro. Because you have in your chat and on your channel, and you associate with whoever you fucking want. But believe me, in my opinion, that woman's way worse than fucking Mr. and Mrs. D, mate. In my opinion. And you associate with them. So you can't come in here about me and Mr. D. You associate with somebody worse than Mr. D, trust me. Yeah, I know. Do you know what happened there, JDP? Do you want me to tell you exactly what happened? At the time, when I put them onto you, I didn't know all of this background information, right? Then, when I put them onto you, and Mr. Dosser, right, knew what they were saying, which was bullshit, he then showed me all of it. That's where he showed me all of it. He went, and do you know something? It was Mr. and Mrs. D that didn't want nothing to do with it. And I know it because I've seen all the fucking conversations, mate. Once they started to try and push a narrative that with all the evidence, don't forget Mr. and Mrs. D, this is how it happened. I'm only going to explain this fucking once. Yeah? They came onto YouTube at the time when everybody was going against me. Right? And they followed the narrative that YouTube had. All the chats had. Yeah? They just followed that narrative. They didn't know what was getting sucked into. They didn't know nothing about trolling at this point, and they didn't know fuck all about YouTube. They got sucked into all the negativity and then got fucking run down a lane of fucking bullshit. And in the end, they found out it was all bullshit, and as soon as they did, they backed off. Yeah? They backed off. Now, bear in mind, I didn't speak to Mr. and Mrs. D at this point at all. Never spoke to them, not once. Do you know what I mean, right? At this point, I was against them like they was against me, right? So I didn't speak to him behind the scenes. Husky, though, I did. So Husky was spinning me a right yarn, mate. And that's why I sent it to you, because I thought her information was correct. And trust me, bro, once I sent it to you, right, Mrs. D wanted to apologise to me because she knew the information they had tried to bring on me was wrong, that it'd been checked out. That's the thing. At the beginning, they thought it was all right. Nah, they figured out that it was all wrong. Not one bit of information. Everything I said was the truth, and everything everybody else said was bullshit. And as soon as they figured that out, it was out. Now, Husky hated that because Husky had been a mole in my chat for fucking a year. She was a mole, JDP. She was working with the Dossers to bring me fucking down, bruv. But in a way worse way than the Dossers. She was on my channel as a mole, bruv. That's why she was there. Nefarious reasons from day one. She's never apologised to me, not that I would accept it, because anybody's talking about poisoning a man and fucking sticking cucumbers in my wife. I don't want your apology. Fuck off, you fucking weird bastard. So, and I've told you this privately though, JDP. That's the thing. You can't take a step back and go, I didn't know this, Dan. Yeah, you did. Because I've told you privately, bruv. And you've still got her in your chat. She's still your number one supporter. Your number one donator. And I've told you this personally, bruv. Have I not? But do I ever go at you about it? This is the first time I've said anything to you about it. I'm just basically throwing back at you what you're trying to throw at me right now. But I don't care who you have on your channel, bruv. That's the thing, I don't care. I don't care who donates to you, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. It's your channel, not mine. It's your life, not mine. You're a grown man, you make your own decisions. I don't make them for you. I'm not your dad. Same as you're not my fucking dad. That's the truth, bro. Is it not? And that's not even me being bothered, by the way. I was just throwing back at you what you're trying to throw at me, right? But that's not me being bothered. I don't care. It's your channel, bro. Do what you want. Nothing's Vortex. No, it didn't, JDP. No, it didn't. The information that they was given was from that person. Like I said, it was on my channel for a year, trying to make my downfall. Even before the Dossers, mate. Before the Dossers, mate. Okay, whatever, JDP. Well, if that's your opinion, you're entitled to it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're entitled to it, kid. Whatever. Oh, we've got some trolls in here, Ruth. Ruth, get rid of them. Get rid of the trolls, Ruth. Yeah. There's another one. Get rid of him. No, it's not a joke. No, it's not a joke, bro. Not at all. No, it's not. No, it's not. How's it a joke? Bro, it's up to me who I choose to forgive, bro. Not you. Trust me, it's up to me who I choose to forgive, not you. I've forgiven a lot of people. A lot of people, bro. They'll chat shit about me. It's words, bro. I've forgiven a lot of people. There's some I can't, some I won't. But the way they did it, and it wasn't nothing financial to begin with, at all. That's very recent. And it was real. And so was so many fucking other people. And so was so many other people. Just saying. She sat there. Did I see you? I know. So I think loads of people was giving him shit about talking to me and being sound with me behind the scenes. Oh, Zortex, just some geezer there about 7, 8 months ago now. Yeah, did content on me for about 3 months. Same kind of content as all the other channels that go against me, bro. And then obviously, because they did honestly believe that I was a bad person. They did. Because everybody was telling them I was. And you know, when you can just fall into that narrative. That's what happened to them, bro. They just fell into a narrative. And then background check, well, not them. Yeah, but a lot of people who was in their Discord. Husky, the main one. Yeah. Background checked me to fuck and blah, 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 blah. And then after a few months of all this being done, they realised that it was a witch hunt, basically. They realised I'd told the truth about everything. That's what it was. And once they realised, they just backed off. But at the same time, I had one of their main sources of information, one of their main haters of me, in my channel as a mod. I didn't realise. I mean, I didn't know. So she was on my channel as a mod for ages, before they even had a channel. She was on my channel, because she hated me. Didn't realise, didn't know. So when it all went down, yeah, because I didn't speak to the Dosses at all at this point. I didn't have them speak to them at all. So when it all went down, I did obviously speak to Husky, because she was one of my mods. So I spoke to her on Snapchat. And she fed me so much stuff, yeah, that I then told her, because I said to her, what I said to her was, listen, I don't want to get involved in all this stuff. A bit like I am now. I don't want to get involved. I've got my own content to do. I don't want to get involved. So go and speak to JDP or one of the other channels. Go to them with the fucking information, and they'll probably do something with it. Yeah, because that's what they do. The reaction channels, that's what they do. So then Husky went to JDP, and then once she gave the information to JDP that she'd shown me, Mr. D was like, that's wrong. That's not how it went down, that's wrong. So then he I don't know, how did he get hold of me? I can't remember how he got hold of me. He got my number off somebody, and he just sent me a text message. Danny, it's Mr. Dawson, we need to talk. I wasn't very nice. You can imagine, bruv. I swear to God, I wasn't ready to tell you that himself. To begin with, Danny was one angry motherfucker. I mean, but he showed me everything. He showed me exactly how it had done. And apologised and said, I'll never speak about your wife or your kids ever again, Dan. I'm fucking sorry, man. And I was like, no problem. So, and then, obviously, that was like 7, 8 months ago. So me, I've been watching and watching and watching just to see if they come and say anything. And they haven't, bro. They just haven't. So it's like he stuck to his word. He realised he made a mistake. He got led down a path of narrative creating bullshit on the dark side of YouTube, which is easy to do. Yeah, he said some shit that he really does regret and he has apologised for. And as soon as he realised that it was a fucking witch hunt, they was out. Do you know what I mean? That's exactly how it went, mate. And like I said, it's up to me who I choose to forgive and who I choose to believe, and it's up to me. It's my life. And I just know that the geezer was sincere. I know. Yes, Beck. Yes, Gopnik. For me, I think a lot of it came from, because when he was speaking to me, you've got to understand, Karate Marty, there was a lot of narratives being created about him, wasn't there, a couple of years ago on YouTube, and I kind of went with it a little bit, and then I had to apologise to him, Once we spoke, and I realised it was all bullshit, I had to apologise to Marty, I had to say, look, I'm so sorry for some of the things that I said back then, and he forgave me. He went, Danny's water under the bridge, don't worry about it, let's move on. So I think a lot of that was the same, really. I think that's probably why. No, Ricky, because obviously I'm going to tell you something now you've got to understand. Once they realised how toxic this is, they are just normal people, bro. So once they realised how toxic this is and how you don't understand, I now know how bad it is behind the scenes in Discord chats, yeah? I did not realise there was so many, bad people, bad intentions on social media. I didn't. And they don't want nothing to do with it no more. They don't. They only went on to Craig's Live last night to explain to everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? It's because everybody was giving them shit. Loads of people was giving them shit over them talking to me. So they felt they had to go and explain it on Craig's Live. But I'll tell you straight, for me, yeah, they don't want nothing to do with this no more. They've seen it for what it is, That's why you've not seen them on the channel. They came on the other day, didn't they, about Husk, yeah, to give their own opinion and all this, right? They did that because everybody in chat is hammering them, do you know what I mean, and fucking saying that they was, gappy, toothless and that. No, they're not. And that's the narrative that's trying to be created, so they've had to do a video on their own channel, and then yesterday, because I got drunk and said we're all good and that, they got bare shit. So then they went on to Greg's Live to explain to all them, look, at the end of the day, yeah, we are good and that, do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones, mate. Nev Original. Bro, a lot of you that was in that Discord know what was, I now know that was a name in the Discord, Peekaboo, I know. But a lot of you know how bad that was, don't you? I didn't until I was showing it. Once I was showing it, that's what I mean. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, how bad can people be? Jesus fucking Christ, mate. But you know me, I don't go with anybody's opinion. I don't do what anybody wants me to do. I do what I want to do. I don't adhere to peer pressure. You can't peer pressure me into doing anything. So I just do what I want to do when I want to do it. And if you've got a problem, fuck off, I don't care. That's who I am, innit? All right, blondes. Yeah, Smoot was very dark, bro, I know. Yes, blondes. Yeah, well, I think a lot of people are realising that I'm not the darkness here. I'm not, man. I'm a nice dude. I really, really am. But like I said, there was some people, I think you know the people, that I think you definitely know one person that you will never see me be friends with, ever. And you know that is. And believe me, that'll never happen. That can't happen. That could never happen. But anybody else that I choose to, you know, forgive and forget and move on with, that's up to me. You know, there's certain people that would never happen, trust me, ever. Ever. But some people that might be a possibility. Depends who they are. Was walk. No, Ricky. No, walk is walk. That was not in Mr. D. Not at all, no. Yes, Nev, well, bro, it is nice to see. It's mad, isn't it? Because you would think that to put your differences aside and just move on and, you know, be sound with somebody, even though it was hard at the beginning for me to even give that chance, to be fair. But over time, do you know what I mean? He's done what he said, bro. And you would think that people would be happy, innit? Like a good solution, like a good outcome for a change, rather than threatening to doorstep somebody or fucking phoning police or whatever. None of that dark outcome. Just a good outcome, yeah, and people should be happy. But no, because it's a good outcome, people fucking hate it. Shows, doesn't it, the mentality of fucking YouTube, the mentality of the world. Something positive wants to be turned into something negative. Whereas if it would have been negative, it would have turned out to be positive. So if he would have come in my house, I would have whacked him straight in the chin and bust his jaw, yeah? Right? Literally, bang, bust his jaw. That would have turned out to be positive in your eyes. But me, I'm inviting him into my house, making a cup of tea and just having a chat with the bloke and sorting out the problems. Well, we'd already sorted them out, like I said. It's very recent that he come to my house. It's not like right at the beginning. Are you mad? That probably wouldn't have not been a good idea. Because I didn't trust him right at the beginning. I was watching him like a hawk, mate, to see if he was going to go back on his word. And he never has. And it's probably a month ago he come to my house. So it's very recent. Yeah. And by that time, we'd spoke loads, bro. So yeah, I invited him into my house. I made him a cup of tea and we had a chat. And what? I got bought. Did I? Well, considering you gave me that grand a couple of weeks ago, and I've been speaking to him for, like I said, 7, 8 months or something. He's been to my house, and I've made him a cup of tea. He didn't buy me for shit, you dickhead. He gave me that a couple of weeks ago. Literally. He said to me, I want to give you a donation. I was like, okay. He said, but I just don't want YouTube taking any of it. I was like, okay. He says, give me your details. I was like, okay. Went on, and I was like, what the fuck, bruv? So, you know what I mean? No. Very, very wrong. He did. He did. That's why he told me why. He said, I feel bad, Danny, for all the shit I put you through. I just feel bad. And this is, I think he said, like, this is half of what we earned. Apart from donations. His donations were separate, so I didn't get half of them, which is whatever. I didn't even want half of his fucking revenue, man. I don't even fucking understand why he did it. He just did. I was like, I just looked at Tony, I was like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I didn't ask for nothing. He just did it, minus his donations. Because obviously, it wouldn't have been right, because people donated to him. So, they've donated to him privately, innit? So, Yeah, we did all dealt with it like adults the right way. I agree. I just think a lot of people they're like, well, can't be happy for me, can they? They just can't be happy for me. They just can't ever be happy for me. Always want fucking controversy, anger. It's better to not have that. Oh, I know, Reese. I know. But, Reese, you can tell what YouTube's like, mate, because remember that night when I was sat out here early in the morning on New Year's Eve, and that bloke come and he says, mate, can you keep the noise down? I'm trying to sleep. And I went, mate, it's New Year's Eve. And he went, yeah, but I'm trying to sleep. And I went, okay, no worries. And everybody was like, are you going to deal with him? Are you going to go around there and deal with him? I would have dealt with him. I would have dealt with him. I was like, what? What? I know, Nev. I know. Yes, Peter, I know. Only people with a very narrow mind. It's just people who want controversy, bro. That's all it is. It's people who want controversy. They love it. They thrive off it. They're never involved in it. They get to sit there and watch it and laugh at it and love it. And it's like Coronation Street, isn't it, the dark side? So it's like fucking, the more controversy, the better. Blah, 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 blah. And they try and cause it in every chat they go in and blah, 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 blah. For me, I'm not about that shit. You all know this by now anyway. It's madness to even try and come in here and get me to react like one of the other channels, because it just doesn't happen. I'm me. I do my own thing, man. I don't give a fuck about what anybody thinks about me, mate. You should all know that by now. I do what I deem is right at the time. And I always try and not choose violence nowadays in everything, because it's the only way that I can stay on the path that I'm on. And for people who have never had true rage and never experienced it like I have, you will not understand that. But to go from the way that I was to the way that I am has only been achieved by choosing a path that is not the same as what I would have chose years ago. If I still chose the same paths, I'd still be the same fucking person. I realised that ages ago. So now it's kind of like, sometimes, yeah, I feel like smashing someone, but I have a word with myself and I'm like, that's not the right way of dealing with it. You only have to, bring physicality on somebody if they try and hurt you, Danny. Other than that, let's try and do this with words, because it's the more adult thing to do, and it's the better way of dealing with it, because it won't bring out the old me. If I talk to somebody about something and I just talk to them and I sort it out in that way, that doesn't involve no Danny G. He's not needed. I'm just talking to someone. It's the right path for my mentality. These are the things that I've done to change. It's not just meditation and wanting to be better. I have to choose different paths in life that I wouldn't normally choose. I have to, or I wouldn't have changed. I couldn't make the same decisions and be a different person. You understand that, right? Really, it's bro, like I said, I've been in contact with them for 7, 8 months. The deal was, do not say nothing bad about my wife or my children or my family. That was the deal, bro. Don't say nothing negative about Tony or my kids or my mom or anything. Me, I said to him, I said, you can clip me, carry on doing your clipping if you want. He just didn't want to even do that. Yeah, but I didn't stop him. Listen, this deal did not require him to stop doing his channel. It just required him to stop talking about my wife and my children and my family. That was it. That was all I asked. He stuck to it for nearly 8 months and lost a lot of fucking revenue, bro. A lot. He's lost a hell of a lot of money not going on and dissing me every day. That is the path of somebody who is trying to make amends for a mistake that they made. And if you can't see that, it's nothing. The money was given a couple of weeks ago, bro. I've been in contact with him for like I said, nearly 8 months, bro. I asked certain things of the guy, and he stuck to what I asked. For all these months, knowing how much money he's losing, and I know how much money he's lost through not ripping me every day. I can't ask for more. If you try and make amends with me and you're somebody that I will give a slight chance to, and I give you a little bit of a chance, you know, I give you a little bit, right? And you actually stick to your word and stay true to yourself and true to what you've said to me, I'm gonna eventually be like, okay, we're good. It is nobody else's business. I know, realies. I know people are stupid in chat to say I got bought, because that would have happened right at the beginning, wouldn't it? That's how you get bought, isn't it? He would have contacted me and gone, Danny, I'll give you 10 grand, man, to be good with me and that. No. He gave me that 2 weeks ago. And I was already good with him. We've been good for ages, bro. So, think about it, he didn't even have to. We never even had a conversation about it, bro. I've never even said to him, I want half your revenue. You took the piss, right? I've never even mentioned that shit to him, bro. We've just been good for months. And a couple of weeks ago, I was walking across the beach, and he just went, like I said, he said, I want to send you a donation, but I don't want YouTube to take none of it. So give me your details. So I gave him my details. He went, check your bank. I went into my bank. I was like, what the fuck? I thought he was just going to send me like a fucking, I don't know, 30 quid donation or something, man. I'm not even going to go into what would happen between me and Mr. Dosser in a ring. What the fuck? Why does that even come into the conversation? I'm not going to go there. One thing he did say was quite funny. When he first met me, he went, fuck me, you got really big hands. And you're like solid as a rock. He'd tell you that himself, I swear. He went, you're proper built like a boxer or something, Dan. I swear, he'd tell you that himself, man. They just made a mistake. They made a mistake, bro. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. No, he's not. He's not playing games. He's not trying to win anything. I'm not trying to win anything. It's two people who didn't particularly like each other, and now we do like each other and we get on. That's it. Move on. That's it. All right? It's up to me who I choose to get along with, man. This is up to me. Hello, Flo. Nah, because obviously, if you ever meet me, I grab your hand, so I'll shake your hand, then I turn it like that, and then I bring you towards me, and kind of give you like a brotherly. That's how I do it, bro. It's just loads of people say like Danny most of the time, like if it's somebody I'm actually meeting, that's usually what they get. I'll be come here, bruv. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm like. So no, it wasn't up to no weirdness, bro. We had a cup of tea and a chat. Aaron. The sun and the moon thing. Had you baffled? It's just because I've never seen it in Tenerife before. Well, I will say, I think people should get off the case. They're doing a good thing. It's sorted out now. We're good. We're fine. So I think people should just get off the case. People who watch their channel, you know, you don't need to be on the case about this. They've done a good thing. So to be honest, if you're true supporters of them, you should be applauding them and saying, well fucking done. It's a good thing you did there, mate. Off your own bat. You shouldn't be giving them stress for it. Just over a week. Family travel, how you doing? Are you good? Oh, that's my last blowout drinking, by the way, while I'm here. No, I drunk so much yesterday. No more getting that drunk. Like I said, I come back with a frigging lizard. I'm not gassing, Baba, I'm all right.
A lizard and half of the beach.
A lizard and half of the beach. I'm not joking, I'm not gassing with you, I come back with a fucking lizard. Only I can go out, get pissed and come back with a lizard friend. I'm not even joking with you, Neve. I've got pictures of him in my hand on my phone. He was only little, man. He was with me, bro. He was out on the session with me and that. Kid says hi, bub.
Say again.
Kid says hi.
Hi.
Nah, his tail didn't come off. He had like a white bit at the end of his tail. Yeah, I let him off this morning. Like he went into the wilderness to find some lizard friends. He was freaking me mum out because he was really fast and he jumped. Oh, I loved him though, man. He was ace. I'll put the picture on my channel of him in my hand. Yeah, I think he was fucking ace, bro. I was gonna name him and that, but mum wouldn't let me keep him. I wanted to keep my own little pet lizard while I was here. I was gonna feed him and everything, bro. I was gonna find a little enclosure for him. I was going to keep my pet lizard and then let him go the last day. I think that DJ, don't be stupid, the DJ's a good lad, bro. Yes, Jordan, I'm glad you're enjoying. I was having 2 pints to one of my mates' pints. I drunk a lot, bro. It's mad, innit? And you see me the day after. I'm just ready to go. It's mad, innit? Jokes when I don't drink at home. Well, I do, but it's fucking rare. Just when I'm on holiday, I drink like a fish. And boy, can I drink considering I don't drink. Fucking hell, bro. Yes, Ron. I don't get them in England. It's just what I do at the end, bro. I eat and drink water. It's just the thing. I drink water before I go out. So I drink like a bottle of water before I start drinking. And then when I come home, I eat and drink another bottle of water. And then I wake up the next day sound. Yeah, haters gonna hate, bro. Haters gonna hate. I don't really care though. No resin, no, just chilling. I think we're gonna, I don't know, me and Tony probably gonna go to the beach in a bit. Yes, family travel. No, I'm done now. I've said my piece. I'm not going to keep answering about. That's it. I've said my piece on that subject. If you want to know anything about that, just go rewind the live. So now we have booked a trip. Me and Tony have. I'm not going to tell you where. You'll see it when we get there. But we booked a trip now. When is it? It's tomorrow. No, day after. Yeah, day after. Do I like vodka? I'm okay on vodka. It doesn't do anything like funny to my head. I don't really. I used to drink a lot of vodka, but I don't really drink it much anymore. Cheers, Rach. Thank you, family. Thank you very much. I am, bro. Just a normal dude. Just a normal dude. Try and live my life the best that I can. Don't hurt nobody. You know. Tony was drunk yesterday.
What?
She was drunk. Her and me mum, they was both fucking drunk all day. It was loving life. I don't know what time we went out yesterday, so I got up this morning and I was like, what time did you come back last night? And my mum was like, nearly 9 o'clock. I was like, huh? It's like nearly 9 o'clock. So then I was like, what was you drinking? And then it was like, yep, we was drinking all day. He's going from bar to bar to bar to bar. I was like, no way, he's doing your own pub crawls. She was like, yeah, drinking beers now. I was like, go on, pap. So Tony was doing her own little pub crawl with my mum yesterday. Oh, come here. I've got rocks and beige soles on my feet. Is that?
It's not spotty.
No, but that's painful. That's painful. I had rocks stuck in my skin, in my foot. Oi. Right, let me have a look. Let me have a look at my foot. The fuck is that? Wow. I just had a stick stuck in there. Oh, I just felt that.
Alright.
I have no bad. Loads of little rocks embedded in my skin on my foot. Loads of them. What the fuck's that? Oh, shit, man. Well, my trainer's full.
There was full of things I sent you now.
Yeah. Fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell. I think I went on an adventure last night, mate. Probably to find a pet lizard, and I found one.
It's raining.
I know, I just felt it.
I know, you should put the back and wash it now.
Just felt a spot of rain, you know. A spot of rain, mate. Rain, mate. Not good rain, mate. Yeah, rain's not good, mate. Yes, the private eye. Yeah, I'm a bit daft sometimes, bro. I'm not a serious guy, though. You probably noticed I'm just not a serious dude. Like, obviously, we all have a serious side, you know, if you need it or whatever. But other than that, I'm fucking just a happy-go-lucky chavvy, bro. I just bowl around, having a laugh, speaking to people, having a giggle. I don't hurt nobody. I'm not, you know, I'm not like that. I'll just go out and have a good time. Take you all with me and, you know, do what I can to entertain you. Have a laugh with you. Sometimes act a bit silly, but that's just me. Why so serious? If you take yourself too seriously, you put yourself off from fun, innit? That's the way I look at it. Always have done. So, that's not the way I'm, mate. Well, I don't know what his DJ name is, bro. I'll get it off him. Because we'd already made up way before he come to my house, bro. I think it's what people are misunderstanding here. It's like I can see somebody like Ricky. Is it Ricky? And he's like, nobody can buy my pride. You're listening to the words coming out of my mouth. He gave me that money 2 weeks ago. We've been good for fucking over 7 months, man. So we was already good. It's not like he's bought me. And he came to my house probably a month ago. We've been good for nearly 7 months at that point. Do you know what I mean? I know, I won't bite though. I'm not going to bite. There's simple things, man. You don't like it, you know. And you don't like it, it's your problem, not mine. So which animals were you brought up with that you always have to talk about violence? I don't always talk about violence. What you want about? Talk about violence. I've just been talking about pulling frigging rocks out of my feet and bringing a pet lizard home. What? What do you want about? Oh, Ricky, I thought that was aimed at me, but I just thought I'd reiterate it for you to see if it there was no biting me or anything. That doesn't work with me. I don't speak Spanish. A little bit. A little bit. Enough to get by and stuff, but yeah, I don't really speak Spanish. I should really learn, to be honest, because I'm here a lot. So I should really learn it. Or at least learn a lot more than what I know now currently like. Morning, Diod. Uno marijuana, por favor. Yeah, something like that, bro. We've got just over a week left. I don't even know what you're on about, James. Can I talk about violence, mate? I spoke about violence all morning, really. So you've lost me. I think you're coming in from clip channels, bro. They're clipping clips. Did you realise how old some of these clips are, mate? I'm not like that now. I don't talk about that stuff anymore. Ever, really. It's very rare. You're watching clips from years ago, mate. Totally different, Danny, that. Sometimes somebody sends me a clip of somebody clipping me from, and they'll send it me. And I'll be like, fucking 5 years ago. What? 5 years ago, that clip? Oh no, Dad, it's going to be freezing. It's going to be absolutely freezing. Oh, private eye, no chance. I'm in a good mood, bro. That'll be next week. Maybe, Ricky. Maybe you're right, bro. Cobbo. I can't take you snorkeling because I haven't got my GoPro with me. So I do apologise about that. Right, I'm going to go because my phone's just gone dark, which means I'm down to 5% battery. I can't even fucking see my buttons now. I'm going because my phone's gone dark. I'll see you all soon. Probably tomorrow now. You'll probably see me tomorrow now. Tomorrow, probably beach. Probably. We'll see. But you'll see me tomorrow. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks for watching. I can't see your comments now because it's gone dark as fuck. I need to charge my phone. Have a really good day, everyone. Much love and respect. And I'll see you all soon. Peace out. God, when it goes dark, it goes dark.